Hello everyone, welcome to Miho's craft room. How are you? Today I'm going to stitch this autumn story canvas. This is from Panda Stitch and it is painting fairies canvas and thread. So I started from this right upper part. Here, this is what I have done. I think it is about over 1,500 stitches. Yes, here and a little bit here and a little bit here and there. I just parked the leftover thread. Yes, I'm going to keep stitching this one in this part for today's stitching. Okay. So this is the sky and some part of these buildings, the roof part, and this part will be the light. Yes, so it needs the back stitches to show the clear shape of this kind of things. So the colors will be a little bit faded colors. It'll be nice if I started from the face, but I also wanted to see this part. Okay. I'll start from this color. So this is a blend thread of 930 and 931 color. So this kind of part I had to stitch with some bead. Later. I started this one from yesterday, so I'm stitching for 2 days, mainly on this one, and I'm actually having fun. There was no information about the fabric count on the product page of this one, so I sent an email asking about updating their information. And they replied and added the fabric count information on the website. So I really appreciate their quick response. Now you can see there are some other options of fabric count like 16 count or 18 count. But this one has several kinds of stitching, such as the quarter stitch and the boutique stitch. I used to say the petite stitch like a small full cross stitch. So the quarter stitch is stitching the half stitch on in the square, the quarter size half stitch, and the petite stitch is the stitching full cross stitch of quarter size in this small square. Am I saying it right? So I think it'll be so difficult to stitch the quarter stitch or the petite stitch in 16 count or 18 count. I don't know. I actually did the petite stitch on this canvas, and it was really small. And I think maybe just quarter stitch can be okay. I'll show you how it looks like. So it is. This part is here. Sorry for the blurring. This one. So you see, I need some more light. There were 4 small symbols in this square. This is 14 count, and 2 on the upper part were the same symbol with this thread. So I did 2 petite stitches here, and these 2 will be the same color with this symbol. You see? So I stitch it with the same thread with this one. So this is very, very small and looks a little bit thick. So it was a little difficult to stitch. You'll need very sharp needle for the quarter stitch or petite stitch. So this is, I think, this part around the eye area. So on the 14 count, I think I can do petite stitch, but I don't know about the 16 count or 18 count. Anyway, they updated the fabric count information, and I wanted to tell you this. And I'm really enjoying stitching this one. This is not confetti pattern. But it doesn't have a big color blocks, so it's fun actually while stitching. So I'm going to fill in this part. It is 3 rows from the top, and then I'll go like this. I just wanted to do a little bit of test stitching. I couldn't put this away because I like the colors. Interesting to see how it turns out. I think I have to end this thread. And next, I'll stitch this part and this light blue V symbol. It is this color 930. So this kind of single stitch, I cut a little bit of thread to start with loop start. Some of you think that it is waste of the thread. But I feel this comfortable and easy. And then I will use this thread for other part. I'm going to park on the same symbol. Maybe here. Okay, then I'll go this symbol. This one is 3750 color. So what are you working on for today's stitching? Actually, this was not in my plan. My plan was to stitch the Pokemon this week. I'll just do one pin stitch. Okay, next I'll stitch this symbol. It is this color. So this kit came with this cardboard thread holder. So I want to stitch this way and this way. I'm recording a little bit earlier time for the day, so after recording I'm going to stitch the Pokemon. Some of our friends are also stitching or starting the Pokemon canvas. want to stitch at least one character in this week. I'll show you on the Sunday's video. For Sunday's stitching, I'm going to do the Nanshang Old Dream. So I didn't work on that one for over a month, I think. Pretty. I want to see what color is these symbols. I see some yellow colors in this part from the picture. Let's see. This part is the color of the light. This color. This part is not included in the 3 rows from the top. I want to see how it looks like. This blue X is this color, beige color. It is DMC code 7. just go down here. I like these colors. It looks good. So this one will be the last thread for today's stitching. I enjoy stitching this and that. When I don't have recording plan. So I worked on I forgot the name again. The autumn winter cottage. A little bit easy canvas. And then I stitch it a little bit on the Alice in Wonderland. The issue brand canvas from Vencel. Did a little bit of diamond painting on the Aphrodite picture. I'll show you all the progress on Sunday's video. It is about 30 minutes. So I finished today's stitching here. So this part is same as this color. Okay. So how do you think of this part? It looks a little bit faded than the image picture. But you know, the picture is picture. Yes. Anyway, I really love stitching this one. So I think this will be one of my regular canvas. Thank you for watching and stitching with me. I'll see you on the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.